Mark Hale here for the New York Post, and we're going to be continuing with our Western Conference playoff preview with Peter Vesey, our NBA columnist. And Peter, let's get to the top-ranked Spurs in the Western Conference, who are going to be facing the Grizzlies. And already the Spurs have an injury here with Manu Ginobili. What kind of impact do you think it might be, especially if Ginobili has to miss the first game of the series?
Well, it's absolutely key. I mean, he's one of my all-time favorite players and one of the toughest guys in the league. It would surprise me, no matter how bad the injury is, if he didn't play. We're not talking Eddie Curry here or Shaq. This guy he's gonna play no matter what. And but if he does not play, first game being all essential, you don't want to go through a whole season, have home court advantage, and lose it in game one. But Mark, conceivably, with or without Ginobili, these Grizzlies are really tough.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the Grizzlies. I mean, they played the Spurs even during the season. It was 2-2. Here's Rudy Gay. He gets hurt. The Grizzlies have gone 15-10 without him. They've had Sam Young, the second-round pick out of Pitt, come in. They've traded for Shane Battier. They've got Tony Allen, who's done a nice job replacing him. I mean, Memphis seems to have a pretty good, as you said, toughness, I guess, and resiliency when it comes to dealing with things like that.
Chris Wallace, the general manager of the Grizzlies, has done a great job. You know, he came from the Celtics, so he was very familiar with Tony Allen.
Right.
Brought him over as a free agent for $9 million for 3 years, and then also went out and got Battier, and found Sam Young in the second round, and so tweaking things has really helped this team. Will they miss Gay? Yes, they absolutely will miss his ability to get a shot by himself. He can get it on his own. He can rebound. He could get you 10 rebounds a game, but he does not have that enforcer stuff that Sam Young gives them, and Tony Allen gives them as an off guard when he replaced O.J. Mayo in the starting lineup. And then O.J. coming off the bench gives them an excellent bench. It really depends on how well the bench plays, but they've got the Darrell Arthur, who most people are not familiar with at power forward. So they got a terrific team coming off the bench as well as starting.
And the Grizzlies have only made the playoffs 3 times in their history. They've actually not only have they never won a playoff series, they've never even won a playoff game. On the other hand, you got the Spurs, who have won 4 titles. They're trying to get back to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2006, 2007. When you break it down, Peter, who do you see emerging from this series?
Well, experience does tell most of the time, but Battier, Allen, and Zach Randolph have some experience. Allen's had the ultimate experience, and so I think they can cause some problems for them. I would love to pick an upset here, Mark, because Zach Randolph gives them such mismatch problems. They match up in length. Marc Gasol gives them he's coming on strong the last month. The Spurs really have to be at the top of their game to take out the Grizzlies.
Wow, well, it's interesting you say that it's the Spurs who are the top-ranked team, and they have to be at the top of their game to take out the eighth-ranked Grizzlies. But you're right, tough team. So we'll see if the Spurs can avoid the upset, move on to the second round. For Mark Hale, for New York Post, this is Mark Hale, and we'll get to the other playoff series coming up.